I'm still alive. No, I did not die. I'm very much alive. And I know this is very subtle. I know this is like out of nowhere, but yeah, I'm still here. I'm Jonathan Yesques, and I'm known for making the video called I'm 25 years old and I've never had a girlfriend, and I'm here to address the rumors about me. I did not die from a suicide. I did not die from an overdose. Like that is probably like the worst conspiracy theory like out there. I don't know where people got like those assumptions of me. The reason why I'm making this video is because um I'm here to tell you guys like the entire like lore about my channel as well as like what became of me like after the whole fiasco and why I vanished, why I fell off the grid, why I went AWOL, things like that. So let's go back to the beginning. And I made the channel back in like 2015, 2016, back when I was still attending high school. And at the time, I posted like a lot of like let's play like videos, um, like on the channel. And after that, I stopped. I always keep like changing like genres, like cartoon reviews or movie reviews or lots of like anime clips and whatnot. And I just kept on changing and changing, like as the years went by, I was still trying to look like what's the type of video that's like best for me, like that I can actually like enjoy and actually make. And so back in like 2019, I started making like these vlog videos since I was inspired by like a lot of those like other popular YouTubers that were also doing the same thing, but were like traveling abroad and whatnot. So I started doing that, and it didn't really last that long since my life's kind of boring. And yeah, eventually this like ended up making I ended up like making videos, another series of videos of like storytime videos, like what I'm doing now, but it wasn't like about like girls and whatnot. It was just about things that were going in my life at the time, and yeah. So let's go back to the summer of 2023, and I was going through a lot of things at the time, mostly like mentally, mental things, not mentally, but mental things. Um, I made a series of videos like in my computer, since I didn't really knew that my phone uh, would be the best bet for me to record videos. So I made a series of videos in my laptop through webcam where I would talk about like things that were going on at the time, a lot of like personal things, and I uploaded them to YouTube. Just things that were going on in my life. Like financially, at my job, at home, um, people that I was talking to at the time, things like that. I uploaded those videos and it just really didn't went anywhere, so I deleted those videos. And I did kept a few, but then I deleted them because I just felt really insecure how I looked, and I stopped making videos there. And then let's jump over to December of 2023, which is where I made the first video. I'm 25 years old and I've never had a girlfriend. And in that video, um, I talked about like at the time that I was 25 and haven't had a girlfriend. I talked about like, like my struggles with that, and uh, the first like time like I shot my shot, or like, like I actually tried to talk with a girl and I got rejected by my middle school crush. And yeah, it did kind of hurt though. Yeah. Since then I just didn't really like I just never really bothered trying to talk to anybody. I did, but like not like me trying to ask them out, like how I did with her, like just confessing my feelings. I did spoken with girls, I just never shot my shot. I guess I didn't really make that clear, and there seems to be a lot of confusion about that. About like how I only spoke with that one girl and I've never spoken with a female again. I'm just gonna set the record straight. I have spoken with girls in my life. I just never really shot my shot. So yeah, that's another rumor that, yeah, dismissing that. So in that video, I spoke about like my first love, I guess, and in that video, I also like talked about like my struggles and not like having a girlfriend, as much as I desire one, I just really had a hard time trying to find someone. And in that video, like I said that well, this is something I really should not said. Before we get into that, like in my videos, a mistake that I really regret doing, I said like a lot of like very, very personal info about me that I shouldn't be sharing. I shared like where I lived, like in the city that I lived at, and the places that I would go to. And the thing was, prior to like the girlfriend video, all my videos would at least get like 50 to 200 views at most, and that's it. And this was the first time a video of mine like ever reached like uh the over like 1000s mark. And yeah, that's probably something I should have not said. Like the city where I live in, the places that I go to, things like that. And in that video, I spoke about like my struggles in not finding a partner. And to be honest with you guys, like I was like feeling really down, feeling very depressed, and yeah. And since I acted that way, a lot of people just really, I guess, kind of related to the things that I said in that video. And yeah, like the comments that I received were really positive at first. There were like a lot of people giving me advice on how I can improve. Um, like not to let that like define me, like things like that. Like they're very like motivational, like for me, to the point where I wanted to make another video, and so I did. And the second video, which was I used to love this girl, was about a girl that I used to really love and really had feelings for. Um yeah, like at my church and stuff. Yeah, I explained the entire story of like how we met, how we became friends. Um yeah, like our downfall, like our separation, as in friendship, never dated this girl unfortunately, but um it is what it is. And I also explained like how we started talking again. And part two, I talked about like how we were talking for a brief period, and yeah, and also like our separation again. Yeah, it's been over a year since I've talked like spoke with her, and yeah, really don't know what she's doing now. But yeah, that was parts one and two of I used to love this girl. And the next video after those two videos was called People I Don't Like Story Compilation. Um like the idea was like I would talk about like these people that I didn't like in my life, from school and from other things, mostly like from school or like in my personal life and whatnot. The idea came from like me and my friend and whatnot. We always talk about like people that used to like piss us off, and he suggested like I should make that video, just telling like a story of like every single person that's like made fun of me or that's like embarrassed me, like little things like that. I made like three stories about that, nothing serious. And the last video I made was called She Could Have Been My First Girlfriend. Um, the reason why I titled this was because at the time that I was talking with this girl, I really thought she could have been my first girlfriend. So that's the reason why it's called She Could Have Been My First Girlfriend. But in reality, that video should have been called The Time I Used Tinder, since this girl that I met was a girl that I matched with on Tinder. So this is also another rumor that I really want to dismiss, but we'll get to that in a second. And in that video, I spoke about like how I matched with this girl on Tinder. I made a Tinder account since like apparently everyone was using this. This was back in like 2019, 2018, way before COVID. And I matched with this girl, thought she was cute. Um, we exchanged Instagrams and then number. We talked for a bit, and then she asked me a question. We spoke for like pretty much a week straight, almost. And then she asked me a question if I had ever have I ever had a girlfriend, and I said no. And from there, like I would pretty much would talk down and stuff, like why. why I couldn't have a partner and things like that, and blah blah blah. And yeah, and not knowing from there that, yeah, that would be the downfall from that. And slowly and surely she would lose interest in me. And yeah, things like that. And this is where I dismiss another rumor. In the first video, the girlfriend video, I spoke about like my first crush, which was my middle school crush. And in the last video I made on the channel was called She Could Have Been My First Girlfriend, which was a story about how I used an app called Tinder and I matched with a girl on Tinder, which is a totally completely different girl. It has nothing to do with my middle school crush whatsoever. Like nothing, zilch, nada, like nothing, you know? I don't know like where like people got like those assumptions that like I'm obsessed with like my middle school crush, you know? And like even if it was my middle school crush, I haven't seen, heard, or spoke to her in like over 12 years, you know? And here's a clip of that video, like just in case like you guys don't believe me.
And that was the first time I ever got rejected by a girl, and the first time in a long time, for the longest time, like I ever shot my shot with a girl, you know. So that was that, you know. We talked a couple times here and there, but it just wasn't the same after that. After 8th grade, I never saw her again, you know, and I'm kind of glad she didn't went to high school. And yeah, that was it for her.
So all in all, you know, yeah, there was a lot of confusion about that, and that's where a lot of people just really just had a lot of hate for me and stuff like that. And yeah, there were some things I do kind of regret, like um, you know, like saying like personal things and sharing some things I should have not been sharing. I know like what I did wasn't okay, you know. I'm not gonna lie, you know, like I did went to like the Tinder girl's like profile. I did like had to download the images to use in the video. Like I'm not denying that, you know. I'm not gonna deny it. Um it's just like I don't know, it's just like I wish I can just prevent myself from not doing that. But unfortunately, like I can't really change time, and I guess I just gotta learn from that and never doing that again. And this is the part where like the hate comes in, you know. So apparently like my channel started getting like a lot of recognition in the world of like Twitter or X. I prefer calling it Twitter. Like X sounds like kind of weird. It sounds awkward, like X. Anyways, like I guess like one of like the most uh like the funny like Twitter accounts like posted like a screenshot of me, and I guess that's where like my channel got exposure and stuff like that. And I saw a comment that like really caught my attention, since like, hey, someone posted about you on Twitter. And I just like looked up the keywords like 25 years old, never had a girlfriend, keywords, things like that. And I saw like a picture of me, like a screenshot of me. And there was also like a screenshot of like other people that were like uh similar situation to me, you know. Like apparently like this is kind of a trend that's like going on right now, where like a lot of people, mostly men, in their mid 20s to uh like early 30s or mid 30s, like posting like, hey, like I'm something years old and I've never been in a relationship or had a girlfriend. And yeah, you know, there's like millions of them, you know. Yeah, I was quite surprised that there was like a lot of guys that are in a similar situation than me. Yeah, but I'm getting sidetracked. And the thing is, like that Twitter account that posted that picture of me on Twitter, like a screenshot of me, that's where like my channel got exposure. And ironically, it just happened to be like the exact same day that I uploaded the She Could Have Been My First Girlfriend video, which in reality should have been called The Time I Used Tinder. Um yeah, that's one Twitter account that posted a picture of me. But the one that's like that really like made the channel like wow, you know, like explode, was a Twitter account by, I forgot his name. I think it's like the base Uranus or something. I don't know. He posted like a picture of me and whatnot, and that's where like I went viral. Um, and that's where my channel got exposure. And yeah, and a lot of people. Well, at first, like when went to YouTube and I saw the notifications, I saw like the subscriber count like going like really up, like it went over like 500, 600, 700, like close to 1K. Um, yeah. And yeah, and that's like it was really good at first, and this is where like all the hate started going because um like as soon as like those people like posted like those screenshots of me, it just so happened to be like the exact same day that I posted that she could have been my first girlfriend video, which in reality should have been called the time I used Tinder. And I guess like a lot of people kind of like misinterpreted like what I was trying to show like in the pictures and whatnot. Um what I was trying to do, like the reason why like I posted like those pictures of like her and her kid, like the Tinder girl and her kid, was trying to show like from the viewer's perspective that yes, like what I'm saying is a true story, you know, and this is 100% like true, not lying, things like that, and also was trying to show the viewer like what became like of her, But apparently, like people kind of just misinterpreted that and just assumed that I was like stalking her. So that video wasn't even on for like not even a day, not even 10 hours. It was just for a few hours. It's just like, what were the odds of that? Like me posting that video and like those Twitter viral like Twitter accounts like posted those things about me. And since the video wasn't like really there for that long period of time, I guess that's where like a lot of people were kind of confused by that and stuff like that. Blah blah blah. You know? The reason like why I kind of deleted it was because like mostly from the hate comments and whatnot. And I don't know, like the thing is like it's not that I'm not sensitive and stuff like that. I just want to post a video where like people will like it, because who doesn't want negative comments in their videos? So that's the reason why I kind of deleted it. And yeah, because of that, that's where like the confusion, that's where the hate came from, and this is where like wow, like I was getting so much hate. It was like crazy. And since I deleted that video, this I started getting like a lot of hate from like other people from Twitter commenting on my other videos about like saying this, like blah blah blah, like pictures and blah blah blah. And since I had like my Instagram linked in my YouTube bio thing, a lot of people were private messaging me. Um Mostly were just negative and things like that. And yeah, and yeah, this is where like the downside of the channel came from. The hate got like so bad that people were like mostly commenting on like my appearance and whatnot, and like on Twitter I saw it like through the posts and whatnot. I was hanging out with my friend at the time and I was reading through like those tweets about me. What really like got me upset is that most of those tweets were like from women. They were just commenting about like my appearance, that I look off, or like I don't look human or whatnot. Saying things like I'm a serial killer, or a school shooter, or like I kill people or whatnot. Um, the thing is, like, those things really got me like upset, and like when I read those comments, like it just like got me thinking, why would people think like I would do such things? Like, why would people assume that I would do like violent acts and stuff like that? I would never do things like that because, well, I'm not evil, you know? Um, that's not who I am. So when I saw like each tweet about like a girl talking about like my appearance and whatnot, that kind of got me like really upset. Since the thing is like I have really low self-esteem, and I already have like thoughts that like girls just simply want like nothing to do with me at all, and that really didn't help it. And yeah, I was with my friend at the time when I saw those tweets, and I don't know, it just really just got me like upset and stuff like that. Um, yeah, but it wasn't the tweets that made me want to delete the channel. What made me want to delete the channel was I received a DM on Instagram from this user that supposedly that he knows some people in my area that are gonna try and look for me and stuff like that, and we're basically gonna try to dox me and whatnot. And I also got like other DMs that are similar like it as well. And I guess like the hate got so bad that there are people out there that are really gonna try and look for me, you know? And because of that, like um I called in like somebody like that I knew, you know, like for advice and whatnot. I told them about this whole situation. I told them about like the videos that I posted and whatnot, and they said that the best way for that situation was to delete everything. That means delete all the videos, delete the channel, delete my social media, and just go AWOL. And that's what I did. So this took place in late January of 2024, which was about over half a year ago. And since I deleted everything, I went completely ghost, not just in my online life, but in my real life as well. Just like the comments and mostly the tweets from that really got me into a very deep depression. And I really didn't want it like things to end that way, you know, since I wanted to make videos, just telling you my life story, you know. Um, yeah, which is kind of a shame since like a lot of people were really curious about like who I was as a person, like what made me this way, you know. Like I'm pretty sure like some things must have happened in order for me to be who I am today, you know. It was kind of a shame that I had to delete the channel, my old channel, because of that. I had at least like two or three more videos that were unreleased, and it was just pretty much like not even videos about like talking about girls or whatnot. It was just pretty much videos about me, you know. Um, since I mentioned earlier, a lot of people were just curious about me, and I still have them all saved though. Not sure if I'm gonna release them or whatnot or any other video, but I'll get to that in a second. But yeah, you know, it's just I was really depressed for a while, and I just really wasn't motivated to do anything. So yeah, well, a week or so like after the whole fiasco thing, like whenever like I stepped out outside to go like in public, you know, like at the store or whatnot, I would always have to wear like a face mask since I really didn't want anybody in public to like recognize me or like try to like confront me or talk to me or whatnot. You know, I was just I don't know, I just assumed like somebody was just gonna do that, and I just kind of had like the paranoia and whatnot, you know. So I was really anxious for a while whenever I stepped outside. And eventually over time that kind of like went away and stuff like that. And I kind of just lived like my normal life, you know. You know, just just working, just doing my own things, and just try to forget about the whole like YouTube thing and whatnot. Um, but the thought of like making this video like really like came in like in the back of my mind. I just really didn't have like the time to do it, or I just needed enough time to distance myself, you know. Like enough time for like people to just move on from that, you know, just go like like harass the next guy, you know. And yeah, so that's what I did. I just really didn't have the time to make this video until now. It was a really like scary situation because like the fear, like knowing that there's like actual people, like real life human beings in my city that are trying to like look for me is really scary because I really don't know like what their intentions are and like trying to look for me and stuff like that. Um I wasn't like concerned for myself, but for my family, you know, like I spoke about like my family, like the entire YouTube thing, you know, like I made these videos, blah blah blah. And like my mom was like trying to calm me down, you know, like so what if they found you, you know, like what are they gonna do, you know? Well, guess what, you know, we're just gonna call 911, you know, so just like calm down and stuff like that, you know, so there's nothing to worry about. um yeah, it's like it's a good thing that you deleted those videos and whatnot. And yeah, it was like a really like scary situation and stuff like that. And since I also went ghost in my real life stuff, I just haven't really been like talking to anybody. I haven't been going anywhere. And I've just been more focused on just work and whatnot. And I recently started just talking to an old friend of mine. And yeah, slowly but surely, like I'll be back. Like getting like back on track in life. Well, that was that, you know. That was like the whole story of who I was, um, the channel lore, the hate, and what happened to me like after, you know. Um, it was a really scary situation. I probably said that like 2 or 3 times already, but it's whatever. Yeah. Like, am I still depressed from that? No, but it still comes to my mind like every now and then. But like, I've really been wanting to make like an update video for a while. You know, just dismiss all the rumors. Um, just like telling people like, hey, this is all like a misunderstanding, and also um, like sorry for what I did. You know, I wasn't trying to like hurt anybody. I wasn't trying to offend anybody. I was just some guy that was trying to make videos about like my life, you know, my story, like my life stories and whatnot. And yeah, um, I'm still gonna make like videos and whatnot. And I kind of made the decision that I probably not gonna make videos like that no more, which is kind of a shame since I really did like making like story time videos. I still have like all the videos like saved in my archives, even the unreleased videos. I'm not really sure if I'm gonna release those videos. Probably not, but um, yeah, you know. During the meantime, I guess I'll think of something new that yeah, new content for you guys to enjoy or content that I find interesting, and yeah, we'll post on YouTube. But yeah, I'm sorry that I offended everyone. Uh, the things that not things that I said, but the things that I showed on the videos, like the pictures and whatnot. Again, I was just trying to show uh like the viewer's point of view that this is 100% true story. It's not a lie, and this is what became of her. That was my intention in posting that. I wasn't trying to like hurt her. I wasn't trying to harass her. I wasn't trying to do anything, you know. And that's the reason why I uploaded that picture, was to show like, yeah, this is her now. Yeah. And with all that said, I'm sorry guys, and yeah, yeah. Later guys.